Hello, this is Spartan Commander, and this is the 826th Rome Total War Brotherhood game that I've put onto YouTube. Just to say, many years ago, after every really great battle, when we all went back into the lobby, we used to discuss tactics and strategy and movement of that particular battle. That used to be the thing that we always used to do. You don't see it that much these days. But I noticed that after this battle, when we all got back into the lobby, there was a big discussion about tactics, strategy, movement, and about the map as well. So it took me back many years, as I say, when we finished this battle and we all went back into the lobby. So that's why I wanted to show you this battle. It's a very intense battle, and as you can see, it's fought on a map called the Alpine Valley. And if you notice here, Team 1 that I'm in is at a real disadvantage here. If you notice that Team 2 on the other side of the hill there, you can see the green Brutii there. They've got a big advantage of getting up onto the high ground before our team does. So I say this is a real challenging map here for Team 1. I think I've said this before. When I used to recruit new Brotherhood members to our clan, I used to bring them onto this map, not to see if we could win or lose, but just to see how they responded to fighting on this map. If you look around this map, it's got quite a good view. Yes, as I say, this is the Alpine Valley map. I think possibly I'm the only person that ever hosts on this map now, but it was always a challenging map, and that's why I used to like bringing new Brotherhood recruits onto this map, just to see how they'd respond to fighting on such a challenging map here. Okay, but you can see straight away that the enemy Team 2 have got a massive advantage on this map. So that's why before I hosted on this map, I actually asked everybody in the lobby, you know, came into our game, you up for a challenge? So everybody on Team 1 knew they were going to have a challenge here. So we just have to see what happens. Okay, our first teammate is Brotherhood member Earth, who's bought the Macedon faction. Now he's got 14 pikes and 6 cavalry. Quick look at the upgrades on his pikeman there. You see he's got 7 upgrades and experience, stripe, gold shield, gold attack. But if you look at the length of these pikes, remember the enemy have got to fight all the way down those pikes to kill the man on the other end. Always a bit of a challenge, especially for Roman troops there. Quick look at the upgrades on his companion cavalry. And you'll notice he's just got gold shield, gold attack there on his cavalry. Now remember, they sometimes call these guys the winged horsemen because of those kind of wings on their helmets. Remember, these guys have got a massive 9 charge bonus. I think there's only a couple of cavalry units in the whole game with 9 charge bonus. That's a massive charge bonus that they've got there. So it'll be interesting to see how Earth uses those during the course of the battle. Okay, so I think that's a tried and tested Earth Macedonian army there. But just look at the steepness of this hill that we've got to run up. Our next teammate is Scorpion King SR. Now Scorp has got 13 infantry, heavy infantry, 1 light infantry and 6 cavalry. Okay, if you have a look here, you'll see you don't see this unit very often on a 31k battlefield, a light auxiliary unit. Okay, they can throw missiles, because they've got spears, they're a little bit anti-cavalry as well. And let's have a quick look at the upgrades on his cavalry. Oh my gosh, you can see he's got serious cavalry there, 8 upgrades, 2 experience stripes, gold shield, gold attack. So that's a kind of pretty good tried and tested Scorpion King army there. And our next teammate is GOTW Romex. Now Romex has got 11 infantry, heavy infantry, 3 triarii and 6 cavalry. Okay, so if you have a look here, you'll see there he's got his urban cohorts. At the rear here, he's got his triarii. Now this is Rome's anti-cavalry units here, but to be honest with you, I don't think they got much anti-cavalry ability about them, because I've seen these guys fully upgraded get hit head on by cavalry, and these units are just routed. Just, you know, so it doesn't matter, it seems to me. That's why you don't see this unit in the 31k battlefield that much, because anyway, you can see he's fully upgraded at look, 3 experience stripes, gold shield, gold attack on his 3 triarii units. But as I say, if they get smashed head on by cavalry, they'll just break and rout. So they're not a great unit to bring. That's why you don't see them, as I say, on the 31k battlefield much. And there is cavalry, it's just got gold shield, gold attack on there. So it'll be interesting to see how Romex handles this army during the course of the battle. And our last teammate is myself, Spartan Commander, who've just got 13 Spartans. Remember, in this game, there's no archers, head hurlers, slingers, or horse archers or head hurlers at all in this game. Okay, so that's why I've got no archers in this army. If you notice here, you'll see most of my Spartans have got an experience stripe on. Remember, these Spartans do well with just gold shield, gold attack, but you put an experience stripe on them, and that makes them even tougher there. So there's our team, and you can see literally the mountain we've got to climb here in this battle. And here is the other team. We have Brotherhood member Lando. Now Lando's got 14 infantry and 5 cavalry. That's his favoured Roman army there. That's what he usually brings, 14 infantry and 5 cavalry. Notice he's running up to the top of the hill. Their next teammate is Brotherhood member Vicox. Now Vicox has got the bog standard 31k Roman army of 14 infantry and 6 cavalry. Okay, 14 infantry and 6 cavalry there. As I say, you can see he's right on top of the hill already. He just needs to run a little bit more forward there, and he'll be right on the crest there. And here his cavalry just got gold shield, gold attack on. Okay. Their next teammate with an interesting battle formation there is Star Punisher. Now, we haven't seen a new clan on Rome Total War for many years, but Punisher here has started a new clan called the Star Clan there, as you can see, and he's also got the bog standard 31k Roman army of 14 infantry and 6 cavalry. As I say, it's really nice to see a new clan being formed on Rome Total War, bearing in mind that Rome Total War is over 19 years old now. And if you notice his cavalry here, he's got 7 upgrades, an experience stripe, gold shield, gold attack. So I think that's pretty good upgrades on his cavalry. And their last teammate is Brotherhood member Barclayman here. Now get ready for this. Barclayman has got 16 Sacred Band Spearmen and 4 light cavalry. Okay, now I know he puts good upgrades on his Carthage Sacred Band units, his faction of choice. There you are, you can see he's got 8 upgrades on, 2 experience stripes, gold shield, gold attack. We know these units do well with just 1 experience stripe, gold shield, gold attack, but with 2 experience stripes, gold shield, gold attack, that's a serious Carthage army there. And you can see that he's split his army into 2 there. And there you are, you can see he's got his 4 light cavalry as well, and he's got 8 upgrades on those. That's 2 experience stripes, gold shield, gold attack. There's a close-up of them if you haven't seen them before. They're fast moving, get around the battlefield really quick, and they can target enemy units, tired enemy units pretty good there. So there you are, you can see the map there, and you can see the disadvantage that Team 1 has got in comparison to Team 2 there. So as I say, this is a battle of disadvantage, if you like, to Team 1, but that's the challenge. That's why I like hosting on this map sometimes. It's a real challenge to Team 1. Will Team 1 prevail, or will the other team prevail? We just have to wait and see. Okay, so we're all just about to press start, and there we are, we've all pressed start. Now let's see who's going to get up onto the hill first here. You can see there Romex moving his Julii army forward, but you can see Punisher moving his green Bruto army forward there. As I say, you can see Team 2 has definitely got the advantage on this map, and that's why it's such a challenge to Team 1 fighting on this map here. Right, you can see Vicox has captured the top of the highest part of the battleground here, so he's right up on the top there. So it's no good Scorpion King with his cavalry or Earth trying to attack uphill now against Vicox with all the downhill bonuses that his army will have. So my guess is that Earth and Scorpion King with his cavalry will bypass Vicox. You can see here that Lando is moving his infantry over. He may well get up onto that high ground as well, or he may well move over to his allies there. We just have to wait and see. Here you'll see both Scorpion King and Romex attacking Punisher's Brutio army there. Okay. Now we talk about battlefield awareness a lot here. You'll see I'm running my Spartans over there towards my allies. Okay, you'll see that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to run my Spartans over to my allies. I'm not going to attack Carthage or anything like that, because what I'm worried about is the downhill bonus that the enemy team are going to get here. Okay, there's going to be a lot of pilot exchanging here between Punisher, Scorpion King and Romex's army here. I think Scorpion King and Romex were hoping to take out Punisher's army there between them in a 2-on-1 attack, but you can see Carthage coming over there to support him there. Okay, but as I say, what I'm really worried about here for the team is the downhill advantage that Vicox, you see Vicox with his SBQ army up there, he's going to have a massive downhill advantage onto my allies. So what I want to do is try and get my Spartans over there to stop that downhill advantage. You can see here that Lando bringing his infantry and cavalry over with the massive downhill advantage they got. Remember, the downhill advantage are you get massive charge bonus there. Your pylons and missiles go further and do more damage when you're on top of a hill. So that's what's worrying me about my allies here. So what I want to do is try and get my Spartans onto the other side, onto the other flank of my allies there, to try and neutralize any downhill charge that the enemy might decide to do. If they see a wall of Spartans over there, they definitely won't attack, even with all the bonuses downhill that they'd got. Here you can see Vicox chasing Scorpion King's cavalry away. Now you might think to yourself, why doesn't Scorpion King fight Vicox's cavalry? Well, of course, because we've just explained there, Vicox had got the massive downhill advantage there, and if Scorpion King tried to fight uphill, he'd probably lose all his cavalry. Well, not probably, he would lose all his cavalry. Scorpion King knows that, so he's going to move his cavalry away and probably get over in behind his allies there and his own infantry probably. As I say, over here you will see that Earth is moving his Macedonians over towards his allies. He's not interested to try and attack the top of the hill there, because he knows with all the advantages that Vicoxes have, that'd be a waste of time really. But here you can see Lando using the downhill cavalry charge bonus, like a bang, and he smashes in there. He hasn't got his cavalry in wedge formation, so he doesn't get the penetration and impact that wedge formation would give him, but he's still got that massive downhill cavalry charge there into poor old Scorpion King's Julia army there. And then you can see Lando bringing his infantry down as well. I'm running my Spartans over as fast as I can to try and help my allies on the other side there. Okay, you can see there, really running my Spartans over there to try and, as I say, form a Spartan wall on the other side of our team there, just to stop the downhill charges that the enemy would like to do to us there. Right, you can see the Carthage general there. Can you see he's formed his Carthaginians up on that hill there, up on that slope there, and he'd love me to attack up that slope towards his Carthaginians. Remember, fighting Carthage with Spartans is difficult anyway, but those Carthaginians are well upgraded and they're on higher ground as well. So that would be a big no-no. I won't want to fight uphill there, but I am going to try and get, as I say, onto the other side of my allies there, just to form a Spartan wall there to stop the downhill charges I know the enemy will want to do to my allies. You can see there's cavalry. See Lando charging his cavalry, and again there, look, you can charge it in there again, like, oh, he nearly hit and then decided to pull back because he could see Scorpion King bringing his cavalry over to counter him there. My Spartans are nearly there now, can you see? There, but you can see Lando bringing his blue Scipii army down here to attack our allies. But as I say, my Spartans are, I'd love to get my Spartans engaged with Lando's Roman army there, but I don't think Lando would really want to get involved with my Spartans there. You can see Vicox bringing his cavalry down. He was thinking of using the downhill charge bonus that he will get there, and decided to pull his cavalry back when he saw my Spartans arriving. I'm pretty sure if it was just our Roman allies there, he would have carried on with that charge. Right, okay, so what I'm going to do now with my Spartans here, I'm going to engage Lando's Scipii army there. Okay, but I don't think Lando's going to stand there very long. I reckon he's going to move his infantry back, allowing his Carthaginian ally, those well upgraded Sacred Band units, to come in over here to try and counter my Spartans. Okay, as I say, I don't think Lando's too keen on fighting Spartans head on, so I think he will back his army off. Okay, you can see here you got Vicox's cavalry locked and loaded with that downhill bonus they would get. Now, if you notice here, this is a tactical move here. Now, I think it could be maybe a bad tactical move, because Vicox is leaving the top of the hill, the highest part of the battlefield there, and moving his infantry over towards his allies, leaving this higher ground open. So we'll have to see if we can take advantage of that later on in the battle there. But as I say, here you can see a very concentrated battle here, and as I say, my Spartans are engaging Lando's blue Scipii Roman army there. But as I say, I'm expecting Lando to move his army back, and then the Carthaginians move in to try and counter my Spartans. Let's just see if my thoughts there. Right, there you are. You can see Lando moving his blue Roman Scipii army back there. He doesn't want to take my Spartans head on, but the Carthaginians are moving over there with their well upgraded Sacred Band units there to try and counter my Spartans. Right, let's pause the game for a second here. So you can see Vicox, as we say, he's decided to leave the high ground there. So what I'm thinking here is, what about if Earth, he could split his Macedonian army into two, move those 5 units at the rear up onto the higher ground. What about that for a tactical move? Do you think that's what Earth will do? I got a feeling Earth, because he's a very tactical player, will see that and move those units up onto the higher ground, and then he will have the downhill bonus with those Macedonian units. Now, it'd be interesting to see if Earth does that. Okay, because that would be a pretty good tactical move there. But here, as I say, you can see the Carthaginians come over, so I'm just going to up spears and back my Spartans off. I'm not going to fight Carthaginians uphill. You'll see they're on slightly higher ground there. I'm not going to fight them uphill. But as I say, I formed a Spartan wall on that side. Now over here, look, bang! Can you see our allies' cavalry smashing in to those Brutii cavalry right now? This could be a potential great move for us if we can capture that higher ground. Now what I'm thinking here, if we can send lots of infantry, we got Scorpion Kings and Romex's cavalry there, send loads of infantry as well, and we could capture that higher ground there. Do you see what I mean? That would be a really great tactical move if we can get up there quick before they get reinforcements there. Imagine if we could get troops up here on the higher ground above them. Do you see what I mean? What a great tactical move that would be. So if Romex, Scorpion King could get infantry and cavalry up on that slope there, we got a good chance of getting up on the higher ground. But we need this infantry here to move forward to assist the cavalry in taking that to higher ground. We need to move there quickly, or you've got companion cavalry, Macedonian cavalry as well. We need to push up onto that ground. But I think now, looking at the enemy reinforcements there, we just left it too late now. Do you see what I mean? Look at all the enemy reinforcements now. They can see the danger of us capturing that higher ground, so they have now sent reinforcements over to stop us. I just think if we'd have moved faster there, we may well have had a chance of capturing that higher ground. I don't know what you think. Please leave your thoughts in the comments about that. Do you think that would have been a great move there if we'd have had infantry and cavalry and forced our way up onto that higher ground? But you can see now all of Lando's infantry have moved over onto that area now, so that's a no-no. Oh, here we go. This is what we were talking about earlier. Can you see Earth being the good tactical player that he is? He spotted there that Vicox has ceded the high ground there with no cost to us at all, and so now Earth could get those 5 Macedonian units up onto the high ground there, and if he attacks, he's going to get the downhill bonuses, so that's good for us. As I say here, there, this is where, as I say, that high ground would have been great. Now you can see me moving my Spartans over there. You'll see me move my Spartans quite a lot in this battle because, as I say, I don't want to fight Sacred Band uphill. We know those Sacred Band spearmen are well upgraded, so I'm not too keen on fighting them uphill there. They seem to be a little bit on the flatter part of the ground there, so I may well decide to take them on at this stage. Just have to see. Can you see they're not up on the higher ground there? Their allies are. Can you see the blue Scipii and green Brutii there? They're on the higher slope, but it looks to me like the Carthaginians are on slightly flatter ground there, so I am going to go for them here, try and weaken the Carthaginians. So I'm going to turn some units to go into the flank there. Can you see I'm turning some of my units there to go into the flank of those Carthage units there as I'm attacking them at the front. Okay, but you can see the larger Carthage army is behind these this smaller Carthage army here, so I'll keep an eye open for them, see if they're going to move down, and if they do, then I may well decide to withdraw my Spartans there. But you can see it's a massive spear on spear battle there, and you can see a few of the Carthage units starting to rout already, which is good news for our team there, as I'm forcing the Spartans in. Okay, let's just pause again for a second here. So here you can see, as I say, my Spartans pushing into those Carthaginians there. You can see a couple of the Carthage units already starting to rout, but that bigger Carthage army that Barclayman has got in reserve, I think he's going to throw them forward, and as I say, he'll be on the slightly higher ground then, so I should then back my Spartans off if indeed he does that. Over here you'll see Earth now taking his Macedonian army, the bigger Macedonian army over here, hoping to maybe attack there on that flank. We've got infantry, Julii infantry and cavalry over on that flank as well. Okay, But anyway, you can see Earth now has got up onto the higher ground with his Macedonian pikeman there, and so he'll be ready to charge downhill there with all the downhill bonuses that he will be getting. So nice tactical move there by Earth, I thought, there. But here we're just trying to hold. At the moment with the Macedonians still deploying, if you notice there's 3 of us actually fighting 4 armies here. Okay, because you can see Earth's Macedonian pikes are still deploying on the flanks of the enemy team there, but the rest of us are actually fighting here 4 enemy armies. So I just hope that we can hold long enough for Earth's Macedonian pikemen to get in place and then come in from either flank. Right, can you see that second large Carthage army moving towards my Spartans? Right, now I can see that I've been expecting that, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to up spears and I'm going to back my Spartans off, because if you notice there, can you see the Carthaginians are on slightly higher ground there? So as I say, with the fantastic upgrades that those Carthage Sacred Band units have got, I'm not going to fight them uphill. I'm not going to do what the Carthage general wants me to do. I'm going to back my Spartans off, as you can see. Okay, so you can see here, this worries me a little bit. Can you see Romex has got those 6 infantry units at a strange angle there to me, and the flank of those 6 units looks very susceptible to being smashed by enemy cavalry, while enemy infantry attack there as well. That's what worries me now. See, he's got these Triorio units. We talked about these earlier. They're not very good anti-cavalry units there, even though they've got spears and they're supposed to be Rome's anti-cavalry. But he could put them on the end there. At least that you might make the enemy think, do they want to charge cavalry into anti-cavalry spears there? You know, might be a bit of a deterrent there if you put the spears on the end, because to me, that flank of those infantry look very exposed to a massive cavalry hit there, while the infantry charge downhill into those units there. So Romex needs to be a little bit careful. Yeah, he's got his cavalry locked and loaded there, and you've got the Macedonian pikes of Earth on that flank, and you've got the companion cavalry of Earth in behind, but still looks a little bit kind of a delicate situation there, I would say. So you can see Earth now has got those 5 Macedonian units, well upgraded Macedonian units there, those pike units ready to advance down in to the enemy team there. So he's got his pikes in a good position there. Now you might think, why isn't he moved them down there? Well, if you notice, look at the right there, can you see they're tired? Now remember, we've talked about the 6 stages of fitness: fresh, warmed up, winded, tired, very tired, and exhausted. Well, when you hit tired, the battle proficiency of your units, the way they actually fight, gets lower. Their morale drops as well. When you get very tired, their battle proficiency really drops, and their morale really drops as well. But when you get to exhausted, their battle proficiency drops off the edge of a cliff, as well as their morale. So his units are tired there, so he's reluctant to put them into battle, because he knows the Macedonian morale is pretty low anyway, and if they're tired, then they're, as I say, all those things are against those units fighting. So I think he's hoping that we can hold on here until he gets his units to a fresher state, if you see what I mean. Okay, so over here, you know, Scorpion King very aggressive, very attacking there, as he is against Vicox's units. But as I say, this line of infantry here of Romex's does worry me a bit there, and I'm pretty sure the enemy are going to spot that. They haven't spotted it yet, because I can see their positioning of cavalry is not yet ready, but it could well be there. Okay, you see they switched a lot of their cavalry over to the right flank against Scorpion King. So can you see I've moved my Spartans once again? You'll notice that I'm trying to tactically move my Spartans to the best place on the battlefield that they can do the best job here. Taking on Roman infantry here is what I want to do. But just watch the Carthaginian general. He's shadowing my Spartans. He knows he's on the higher ground. He knows that his Sacred Band units are well upgraded, and what he really wants is for me to fight uphill against his Sacred Band units, which of course I will be very, very reluctant to do there. So the moment I see the Carthaginians come over, look, I back my Spartans off. I'm going to play a little game with the Carthaginians there. I'm not going to play their game, but play my game there. And you see, move my Spartans back, going to move them over to the other flank. Right, now, the danger that I was talking about Romex infantry is coming to bear. Right, can you see you got cavalry and those Macedonian pikes there? Now, if they charge down there, with the downhill charge bonus, that would be good for us. You can see there that Barclayman has got his light cavalry in behind us there. If he gets up on the high ground, he'll have all the downhill charge bonus there. But look here, can you see you've got Vicox and Lando's cavalry locked and loaded in wedge formation for more impact and penetration, looking to smash into that line of infantry of Romex's there. Well, this infantry charges down. That's what I think they're going to do. Just look at the disposition of their army, their cavalry and infantry. Can you see what's coming? Because I think I can. That cavalry is going to smash, and that infantry is going to smash in there. Get ready for this. Here it comes. And bang! And it smashes in there. Oh my gosh. Look at the massive impact of cavalry. Double lot of cavalry coming in there. I'm moving my Spartans over to try and support on that flank. You can see Romex charging his cavalry in there. Get ready for this. And bang! And he smashes in there. Oh my gosh, my Spartans have just arrived. This is going to be nasty here on this left flank, I think, for us. Right, you can see Earth moving his Macedonians forward there. But he needs to move those Macedonians in pretty quick there, I think. As I say, I've got my Spartans over there, moved them over there now. I'm going to start advancing into the enemy team there. You can see the Carthaginian general bringing his spearmen over to this flank as well. Let's just pause the game for a second here. Right, so here you'll see that Punisher's just charged some of his cavalry into my Spartans there. Can you see the Brutii cavalry charge into my Spartans? Tried to catch me on the run while I'm running over to the other flank, which I think he's done. But you can see I've got my Spartans there, which will neutralise that cavalry charge. I've got most of my Spartans here trying to support on this flank where Romex had just been smashed and crashed by that joint cavalry and infantry hit there. Okay, so we're going to try and fight now up onto that higher ground. Okay, can you see that? We're going to try and fight. If Earth could just bring his pikemen in there. I know they're tired, but I think that at this particular situation here, we probably do need the pikes coming in. I don't know what you guys think. Please leave your thoughts in the comments. If that line of pikes move in now, plus that Macedonian company cavalry, look, if he comes over on top of the hill there, look, he'll have the downhill charge bonus into the rear of enemy troops. That would be a great move there. You can see my Spartans moving forward. There, over here you'll see Scorpion King trying to get his cavalry in behind the enemy team. Nice tactical move there by Scorpion King. And you can see Earth bringing his Macedonians in as well. Okay, you can see there's a mixture of Romex and Scorpion King's infantry there, holding that particular part of the battle line. So there's a lot going on at the moment here. As I say, the Carthaginian general can see I've moved my Spartans over to the other flank and is moving his well-upgraded Sacred Band units over to that flank here. But here, could this be a pivotal part of the battle? Could this be the decider? What's going to happen here? You can see, as I say, the Macedonian pikes moving slowly forward there. And you can see my Spartans and my Julii ally there really putting up a good fight against this massive attack that just took out loads of Romex's infantry there. As I say, those Triarii, they routed on impact when the cavalry and infantry hit them. As I say, that's why you don't see those units very often on the 31k battlefield there. Okay, so here you can see Scorpion's cavalry there. Scorpion King's cavalry there, his red Julii cavalry fighting the Brutii cavalry. Now you can see Earth is backing his companion cavalry off. You might have thought he'd have charged them in to help Scorpion King there, but he knew that the enemy SBQR cavalry was locked and loaded like a bang! And poor old Scorpion King's cavalry took a bit of a knock there from the SBQR cavalry. Okay, there's so much going on at the battle at this particular time, and as I say, what's happening now could prove pivotal to the outcome of the battle. Right, okay, so you can see there lots of action going up on that hill. Here you can see some Macedonian pikes moving in. My Spartans now, I'd like to get up onto the higher ground. Can you see I've upped spears and I'm trying to run my Spartans up onto the higher ground, so we've got the advantage for a change. All the way through this battle we have been at a disadvantage there. Here, unfortunately, can you see our Julii allies' troops there are very thin, and it looks to me like the enemy could punch a hole through our centre. Over here on our right flank, as I say, there's a mixture of Scorpion King and Romex's infantry trying to hold our right flank there, if you like. Look at those fresh SBQR troops of Vicox there, just ready to attack. You can see there that Earth's Macedonian units are now just winded, so you can fight with winded troops. He's bringing those Macedonian pikes down. As I say, now see, can you see that Lando's got his cavalry in behind us there? He's come through a gap in our centre there. He's punched a hole through with his cavalry, and he's getting ready to charge into the rear of our allies on that right flank. So as I say, this is lots of stuff happening here, and what's happening here could prove decisive and pivotal to the outcome of the battle. Right, as I say, you can see me running my Spartans with up spears, trying to run my Spartans up onto the higher part of the ground there. There you can see the companion cavalry of Earth has just charged in there. And he's got his pikemen there as well. So it looks like we might well capture that higher ground. But over here on the right flank, just look at all those enemy troops now attacking our Julio ally. Let's pause the game for a second here. Can you see there the Earth is ready to move his pikemen? He needs to move them in now, I think, to help our Julio ally. I just wonder what you think there. Do you think he needs to move in now? Our Julio allies on that flank, look, it looks pretty serious there. Here you can see, as I say, the centre of our battle line there seems to have been broken. There's a couple of units there, but they're very battle damaged there, and our centre does look like it's broken there. But if you notice here, look at our Julio allies, our red Julio allies, plus my Spartans. Oh, that's bad news for us. Just lost one of our generals. But you can see that we've actually captured that higher part of the ground, which is really good news for us. And you can see Earth Macedonian pikes moving in there. He may need to move them up onto the higher part of the ground there as we move in. Because I say, you can see that the Carthaginian generals brought over his well upgraded sacred band. Oh my gosh, that's another one of our Julii generals just been taken out. Oh my gosh, just look at that right flank of ours. And that light cavalry is going to finish off the last, I think, of Romex's infantry there. Get ready for this, and bang, with all that downhill charge bonus. Right, so you can see there that all our Julii allies on that right flank has now been taken out. Okay, so the enemy are doing quite good. Here you can see Earth is now engaged with his Macedonian pikes there. So well done to him. Over here on the left flank, now you can see that I've got the downhill advantage now with my Spartans. Can you see I'm coming downhill into the Carthaginians there? Can you see that? So we've managed to capture that little slope there. And here you can see the Macedonian pikes moving forward there. There's a couple of Macedonian pikes right up on the hill there, engaging Vicox's SBQR infantry there. Uh-oh, that's my general just been taken out. That's my fault. I should have looked after my general a bit better than that. But as I say, a lot of my Spartans have got an experienced stripe on, which is going to help them fight it longer, hopefully, there. But you can see there's some cavalry, little cavalry battles going on all over the place. I think most of our cavalry is very battle depleted, very battle damaged there. And you can see the SPQR general there. Vicox has moved his general forward to his fighting troops there. So he's giving general morale bonus. Nice move there by Vicox. But here you can see the Macedonian pikes behind me now. Be good if he moved his pikes forward to help my Spartan against those well upgraded Carthage units there. There's one of my Spartan units with 9 men in, still holding there. So as I say, a lot going on at the moment. There's some Macedonian companion cavalry with their 9 charge bonus looking to smash into the back of that SPQR unit. Get ready for this, and bang, as they smash in there. But do you see they're still charging uphill a little bit there? So they would have lost a bit of their charge bonus there. You can see Lando was going to bring his cavalry in to try and counter that. But there is Vicox's general. Now, is that a worthwhile target to take his general out? Take the general morale bonus away from him? But have we got available troops to be able to do that? That's the problem. We've lost so many of our troops now. Here you can see my the Carthaginian sacred band there fighting my Spartans. I'm moving my Spartans forward all the time. That's good news. We just killed the Carthaginian general, so that's good news for us. Over here, you can see that light cavalry of Barclayman there surrounding those couple of oh dear, that's a couple of our cavalry, last of our cavalry units possibly there, has just been taken out. And over here, you can see, unfortunately, those units that Earth brought down from the hill that were surrounded. The cavalry, enemy cavalry, got up on the hill and charged into the rear of them, so they got the downhill charge bonus there. Plus, you can see that those units were inundated by infantry on the flanks as well as the front, and all those Macedonian units of Earth have now been taken out. So all those troops there now, all those enemy troops are available to attack us now. So, as I say, which way do you think this battle's going to go at this stage? Which way does it look to you? Okay, can you see we've got some companion cavalry there attacking that light cavalry of Barclayman's there. That's good news for us. Here you can see, oh, that's good news. The Carthaginian general unit has been routed there. Over here at that fast-moving light cavalry of Barclayman's there has just been taken out, so that's good news for us as well. There you can see it's a real scrap here. Now you can see those victorious SPQR infantry of Vicox is coming down the hill. He's got his cavalry there. You've got some of Punisher's Brutii infantry as well. And as I say, they're going to sweep in here, I think, and attack our troops. You can see the enemy SPQR troops coming in there. There's some Macedonian pikes not doing a lot at the moment. Imagine if he could bring those over and help our Julii ally there against those SPQR units. But I think he's concentrating on other parts of the battlefield at the moment there. But you can see I'm moving my Spartans forward to trying to help my Julii ally, but I'm actually being smashed here by SPQR troops coming in from the front. Can you see that? I've got SPQR infantry coming in from the side. See, I haven't got a lot of men left in my units there, if you look. Not a lot of men there. Very battle depleted my units are, but I'm being attacked from the front by SPQR units. If you notice, I'm being attacked from the flank by SPQR units there, and I've got a Carthage Sacred Band unit coming in on my flank, so I don't think my Spartans are going to last very long there now. You can see them being squashed from 3 separate directions. As I say, they're very battle depleted, so their morale will be low as well, and you can see my units starting to rout now. Can you see that? Oh my gosh, right. Okay, so my entire Spartan army has now been taken out. Okay, you can see that now. So I think we've got a couple of our Julii allies infantry units left, and of course we've got the pike units of Macedonian left here as well. But just look at the number of enemy troops there are about here, especially Vicox's SPQR infantry. I noticed he was holding his infantry back during the course of this battle, and is now bringing them into the fore now, because they're all in pretty good fitness state. You know, I don't think there's too many exhausted or tired units there. But there you can see Earth's Macedonian units there trying to hold against those SPQR units. As I say, most of the enemy armies there have been very battle depleted, except Vicox's. As you can see, he's still got a lot of troops left. Vicox has, and that could prove pivotal to the outcome of the battle there. As you can see them moving forward there, those SPQR troops warmed up. See, most of those SPQR troops are either winded or warmed up. Well, that's fine to fight there, but of course, as we know, the Macedonian morale is not very good. Get ready for this cavalry smashing into the back there, and bang, as that charges in there. And you can see a lot of Earth's units are starting to rout now, and it looks like the enemy team has won the battle there. So I'd just like to say really well done to the enemy team there. Played very well. But I thought on this map of disadvantage for Team 1 that we did quite well there, really. As I say, it is a definite battle of disadvantage for Team 1. If you look all the way over here, you can see that's where those 5 Macedonian pike units were taken out there of Earth's as he came down the hill. He just got inundated with numbers and hit in the rear by cavalry. As we move across the battlefield here, you can just see how intense the fighting was just by the amount of dead here, as you can see. As I say, you don't see this map hosted. In fact, probably I'm the only person that ever hosts on this map now, but it really is a challenge to Team 1, as you could see there. The enemy have such a hill advantage there. But I enjoy this map because I enjoy the challenge of it. Here you can see, just look at the dead here laying in that longer grass there. As you move over here, you can see masses of cavalry here in amongst the infantry. You just see it's like a carpet of dead there on this particular map. And you can see there's not a lot of enemy troops left except Vicox's army there. Look at those couple of Macedonian companion cavalry guys just been knocked off their horses there. But as I say, I think we've damaged a heck of a lot of enemy troops there. There was another, that's like a kind of a cavalry battle that's happening there. I think that's where Barclayman's cavalry, most of his cavalry was taken out. But here you can see, look, wherever you look, you can see the intensity of the fighting. But it is quite a condensed battlefield here in this particular part of the battlefield. As I say, we've weakened a lot of the enemy team there, but Vicox's SPQR troops that he held back I think that was a very good tactical move there, and it's proven to be a very good tactical move, as I think that that may have been pivotal to the outcome of this battle. Okay, so the first thing I'd like to say is really well played to everybody in the game. I thought everybody played well. Great battle that was. As I say, I really do like this map. It's a real challenge. An average defeat for us. I thought it might have been close, but I suppose looking at the troops that Vicox had left, it would be average. Highest kills in the game goes to Brotherhood member Vicox. Now, I always think getting to 2,000 kills is still special, even today. So well done to Vicox getting over 2,000 kills there. Played very well. You can see, well done to Lando. He got the second highest kills in the game. Very aggressive, very attacking, as always. As I say, Vicox highest kills in the game. And well done to Star Punisher. He got over 1,000 kills as well. So well done to him. He played very well. And well done to Barclayman with his well upgraded Sacred Band. He's got some good kills. So well played, guys. My kills, not too bad. Little bit disappointed maybe, but I suppose didn't do too badly there fighting as we did. If you notice, I've got the smallest army by far on the whole battlefield there, so I guess getting those kills was quite good, I suppose, really. Well done to Romex there, got some good kills away. Got one more kill than me, 1,278. Well done to Scorpion King. He got the third highest kills in the battle there. So well done to him. And well done to Earth as well. He didn't quite get to 1,000 kills, but I thought he did well with Macedon there. So really well played, guys. As I say, I wanted to show this battle because you know, you can see that they got the first and second highest kills, but we got the third, fourth and fifth highest kills there. As I say, I wanted to show this battle because after this battle, when we all went into the lobby, there was a massive discussion of tactics, strategies, and talk about this map, and it really does add interest to battles when you do that. And everybody in the battle thought it was a great one. So I hope you enjoyed this battle. Please leave us a thumbs up or a comment. Bye for now.